Hello, collective. This is a starseed oracle reading. We're going to be touching base today with this card here. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So this card here is asking us to take a step back and look at the bigger picture of your life. Step away from the blinkered version and reactive frame of mind of me against them, and to change your perspective. Shift your point of view and zoom out, out, out. That's why we see here the earth is so far out there in the stars, in the universe. We are but a speck of dust in the universe, yet we think everything revolves around us. We see the planet as ours to own and conquer, plaguing the land and settling ourselves up for our eventually extinction. We build fences and walls and create invisible borders. Mother Earth doesn't need us to survive, but we need her. It's time to wake up. A new perspective is urgently needed. We become so lost in our individual experience that we don't realize that most of the things that keep us awake at night are actually distractions. We're wasting our precious time and resources fighting each other when we should be coming together to heal what's been severed. This moment is a breath in the timeline of your life. This life is a fleeting moment in the tapestry of your soul's experience. Your soul's experience is a flash in the timeline of the known universe. And the known universe is a grain of sand in the unknown universe. Take a moment to see the bigger picture, to find common ground, to find deep compassion in your heart, and to gain a greater perspective on humanity in the fleeting moment, in the timeline of your soul's existence, in the timeline of it all that is, was, or ever will be. And that being said, Starseed family, I want you to all think about this. How are you being called to change your perspective into the world to make this planet a better place? The second card here are karmic relationships. We have Orion, energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventually unity. Some believe that many starseeds who are part of the cosmic history are incarnate on Earth now that are playing out karmic relationships from Orion times. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart, mind, and see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart to one another, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet, that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react, and that takes things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? And how can you learn to see the similarities rather than the difference? The question that I want you guys to ask yourselves are, which relationships do you find most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? And how are you being called to allow growth through conflict? Now, collective, I know we all struggle through all three of those questions. But finding those answers, I believe, can help us move forward into the more positive aspects of it all. That is the read, and I want to thank you for tuning in to my channel. I want you to like, subscribe, and share the video if you feel inclined to. And until the next video, light, love, and peace.